Hey, this is Jay in the VA, and I'm riding a small ass bike. The power! Alright, so I just got done picking up, good God, this thing sucks. Suspension not good. It's not made for a 200-pounder. Anyway, just got the wife's V-Star 250. On the way taking it home, and this thing is tiny, and seriously, the suspension is horrible. Hopefully it shouldn't be much of an issue for her, considering that she's a whole hell of a lot smaller than I am. I'm probably maxing out the suspension here. Probably has no travel. I don't know what the hell's up with these bars, but they were not good. They're like way too low. For one, I have to move my knee out of the way just to make a sharp turn. For two, I can't see dick out of the mirrors. It's definitely something I'm going to have to change once I get home. But I mean, overall, she's kind of happy with it. Have to see how she does once we get it riding. Once we get it on. Once we get her on it a little bit. Well, cutting through town's not too bad. Definitely, my 200-pound fat ass is kind of limiting. Pretty much taking up all the suspension. Thing's bouncing like crazy. Feeling every bump. Of course, the funny thing is it feels like you're going faster than what you really are. It's probably a good thing because you're really not going that fast. It's a 2009 V-Star 250, so 1,340 miles on it. Obviously, it's probably at least somebody's learner bike at some point. I didn't ride it very much. It's definitely not the best of the best, but it's something out there. It'd definitely be good for her for a learner bike. After running some of the stuff I did, it's definitely could be better, but yeah, that's me. The brake's kind of weird. Feet forward position is completely off than what I'm used to. I'm like looking for it straight down, and it's like up and forward. 0 to 60 time is, sometime today maybe. I'm not even sure if it'll do 60 with me on it. You know, some of the claim times it can do a 80 top speed or something like that. I don't know. That may or may not be able to happen. 281 this way. I am not taking 81. I value my life a little bit more than that. 55 miles an hour. Let's do this. Twist and go. Sort of. 48 miles back to home on this little rocket. That should be interesting. I'm in top gear here. Power! Whoa! Well, I'll do 65 at least. So I'm running 55 miles an hour. Like I said, I'm 6 foot, 200 pounds. It's definitely pretty vibey. What's hitting me? Oh, my jacket. Definitely pretty vibey, and the handlebar is not so bad in the seat. The woman, I mean, she's like way back there. She's following me. It might be alright with her, although she doesn't really like the way the bars are set up either. But I pretty much have to look over and down to be able to see anything. You know, it's all nice and chrome. It's all purty. The paint job looks purty. It's actually really good shape. And overall, I think for buying it at a dealership, I got a pretty good deal. Can't complain too much. I mean, it already has the crash bars on it, the front crash bars, which, you know, kind of just might have to put some highway pegs on it or something. Although you're definitely not going to be spending too much time on a highway with this thing. Yeah, it is better than pedaling a bike, right? No. Hey, look, Strawberry up here. So 45 is definitely happy. Barbecue Ranch driving. Huh. Really don't spend much time down this part of the county. Down in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Kind of hard to keep track of what's even down here. Click one. Can't tell you that you're definitely not going to twist and go. I guess a V-Star. It wasn't until the Yamaha Virago, was it? I don't know, the paper said V-Star, so whatever. If it wasn't the V-Star, I think 2005 they switched from Yamaha Virago or whatever it is to the V-Star 250. The odometer sitting there shaking inside its housing. Let's go. Oh, look at that. 65, 65, 65. That's 70. Guy's probably waving. It's like, wait a minute, was that a little 250? What the hell was that guy on? Was he a little yeah, Sasquatch riding that damn thing. We got some speed there, you know. It creeps up from 55 to 65 on you pretty good, let me tell you. Ran from 65 to the 70s, like good lord. It's gonna take a little bit. Oh, this thing's funny. I tell you what, I love riding big bikes, right? Big bikes are fun, but it's always fun riding a little bike and just wringing the hell out of it. Just squeeze a little neck and go, and you know, how much trouble can it really get you in? It's like, twist the throttle. Yeah. I think the brakes are surprisingly good, considering there's drum brakes on the rear. At least for me, anyway. Rear brakes work a whole lot better than the rear on my NC. I don't know what the deal with that is, but that has got to be the most worthless rear brakes ever. Oof. This suspension could definitely use a big ass improvement for a bike that, even a brand new bike, is only what, $4,300. You're definitely gonna get the corners cut a lot of the places with the suspension being number one, numero uno. Cows. Just wring his neck, the motors. Sadly, that engine noise actually has more engine noise than my NC does. I mean, it's like a buzzing noise. It's like I'm being chased by a pack of lawnmowers, but hey, least you can hear something. Like I said, these bars I think are pointing a little bit too far down. Because right now, just glancing at my side mirrors, I can see like the bottom of my vent on my arm. Actually, I have to look down to see the wife in the car behind me. Trying to check my blind spot on this thing is pretty much worthless. So you get some buzzing through the pegs at continuous speed, but I mean it's not awful. I mean it's pretty much everything I expected out of a learner bike, you know, a little 250. Especially one that the engine hasn't really been touched since what, the 80s, starting with the original Virago 250. I don't even think they did much when they changed it to a V-Star other than slapping some different stickers on it. Same way with the Honda Rebel. I mean that was pretty much the same bike since 1987 I think, until 2017 when they actually updated it. I was looking at it, but yeah, it's like originally the wife sat on the 500, the Rebel 500, and it was a little bit too wide for her. Now keep in mind, I mean she's only 5 foot tall, so anything that spreads her feet out just a little bit too much, and she's not going to feel comfortable. And given the fact that I'm trying to make her feel comfortable, at this point, you know, it's like it just wasn't it was a no-go. And originally there wasn't a 300 for her to sit on. Now at the dealer that they had this one, they had the 300s, and it was still a nice bike, but yeah, it was more than twice the price of this. So yeah, as a learner bike, yeah, go cheap. I mean, I've said it before, it's like buy the best gear you can, but the cheapest motorcycle. So this is definitely nicer than probably, I mean, 1,300 miles is still pretty much brand new. You know, it was like, and the price range I paid for it wasn't really that bad. You probably could have bought a little bit bigger bikes for it, but like I said, with her, the bigger bikes were not really something I wanted to start her out with. And then the fact that, you know, at least one, if not 2 or 3 of the kids are already talking about riding when they get older. You know, this bike's going to get plenty of use after a while. So it's not going to go to waste at any point. Yeah, Model 1 259. Straight ahead. Well, it does have its perks and quirks and stuff. I mean, it is a carbureted engine, which are no fun in the wintertime or when it's cold out. It's air cooled, drum brakes. It does have a disc front brake. Suspension travel is like, well, the front's really not too bad. I think I'm pretty much bottoming out the rear. Just want to go up to the Harley up there and rev at them. Bum, 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 bum. Fear me, my 250. I mean, all the plastic's in good shape, choke's in good shape, horn, you know, doesn't sound any worse than any other motorcycle horn. It was definitely a well kept, probably garage kept. Which those days are numbered, at least for now. Just scoots. I mean, it definitely won't be the best of the best for her, but starting out, but it's everything she needs starting out. Ooh.